Welcome back to Iowa Live. Lou and Jackie here.
Good morning.
Getting your week started off in a positive manner. And we have a very special guest joining us in studio right now. Scott Hall is here. He's partner over at Carney and Appleby Law. And talking about a program that goes on every month, Jackie, the third Tuesday of the month. There's something really cool that happens that helps you out with the law.
Absolutely. Free event, keeps you informed, so why not check it out? But we'll learn why we maybe want to visit this specific meeting coming up here with Scott Hall, partner at Carney and Appleby Law. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us about this meeting. What's going on?
So the People's Law School is an event that we started, the State Bar Association started. I think this is the 9th event. They've done one every month. It's always the third Tuesday of the month. Really, it was a response to access to justice issues that we saw here in Iowa.
Okay.
The Supreme Court Commission, actually the Supreme Court put together a commission to review access to justice issues, especially for people who couldn't afford an attorney or thought they couldn't afford an attorney.
Okay.
So what we've done is once a month, on the third Tuesday of the month, we have a different attorney from the State Bar Association volunteer their time and give about an hour presentation and a half hour for questions from the public, and it's free to the public. We do it physically at the State Bar office, which is on the corner of 6th and Court, roughly, just down the hill from the Supreme Court building.
All right.
There's free parking on site. And they also simulcast that out to several public libraries across the state.
Oh,
Really? Wow. So
cool.
many opportunities. So give us an idea of past events. What were you talking about?
You bet. So it's a different attorney each time, so I haven't been at any of these before, but I've monitored them. There was one about Medicaid eligibility. There's one about wills and estates, one about consumer protection. Really, we're trying to focus on things that would help the public at large the most, especially that Medicaid eligibility. I do estate planning. I get a lot of phone calls from people wondering what's my income thresholds and my asset thresholds to become eligible for Title 19 services. And so I actually referred quite a few people to that event rather than trying to bring them into my office and spend an hour alone with them.
Right.
So really, that's the focus. This one that I'm doing is based on real estate, and that's because that's kind of my primary focus of the law, the real estate transactions.
And why do you think it's really important now that we get people and get them to sit down and listen to what you have to say for an hour?
Well, first of all, I think a lot of people believe that they can't afford an attorney, and they're afraid that they can't even afford the consultation. So I want people to feel comfortable coming and speaking to an attorney, and this is a good way to get us in front of them so they can talk to us and ask us any questions they have free of charge. I also want people out there to know that most attorneys give free initial consultations, and there's tons of young lawyers out there that are willing to do that as well.
Okay.
But as far as the real estate realm, there's so many issues involved. We're going to start out by talking about buying and selling a home, but we're going to open it up to any kind of questions there are.
So when you're buying and selling a home, do you need an attorney involved in the whole process?
Yes, you do.
You do.
First of all, there's always an attorney involved. Most people won't know that because they don't engage directly with the attorney. So on a normal transaction, you're going to have a realtor involved, you're going to have a loan originator or banker involved on a mortgage, you're going to have a closing agency involved, and Title Guarantee, Iowa Title Guarantee, which is Iowa's version of title insurance, it's our answer to title insurance, if you will.
All right.
They're always going to be insuring it on the back end, about 90% of the time. But in the middle of that, there's an attorney reviewing an abstract of title for the lender and therefore for the home buyer. But what I have done is something a little bit different for this People's Law School. I'm bringing a team together. So I'm bringing in Mike Kempfield from Legacy Bank. I'm bringing in Megan Hill Mitchum from Century 21 Real Estate. I'm bringing in Lindsay Guerrero, who is the director of Iowa Title Guarantee. And I'm bringing in Tisha Groen from Key Closing Services. Just people I work with every day because it really is a team effort.
So you can see how to put all the pieces together.
Correct.
What are some things we might not realize, besides there's an attorney working behind the scenes that maybe we didn't know? What are some other things that might spur people's interest that they realize, oh, I need to come and check this out?
Well, the number one thing I'm sure most people don't realize is that Iowa still has abstracts of title for every piece of real estate in the state. No other state really has that. Some might have some abstracting system, but the 49 other states have title insurance. We don't allow title insurance to be sold within the state of Iowa. Instead, we have Title Guarantee, which is a public entity that pumps money back into the community for its citizens. So if you buy a house and then an abstract of title dating from the date that the United States took possession of that property will be either built or is already in existence.
Really?
It will be updated to the date of your purchase agreement, and then it will be sent to somebody like me to review it. And I will tell you if there's any clouds on the title.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea they
Like
did
what
that.
kind of clouds are we talking about here?
Easements.
Okay.
Yeah, like for example, sometimes in southern Iowa there are coal leases under the land. It can really be anything. Easements, declarations of covenants or restrictions against the land, which you see a lot in newer developments. Obviously mortgages. You want to know if there's any money owed against the land.
That'd probably be a good thing before you bought something new if you have to pay
right.
off somebody else's loan. Yeah.
Or somebody else has a deed to it that
you had no
they're
idea.
not supposed to.
Really?
Oh.
So the way we do things here in Iowa, it makes sure that we have some of the cleanest land titles in the United States.
Right.
Because we have an attorney involved in every process.
And you're going to walk people through all this in the class that you have.
Yeah, my goal is with the team to give 5 to 10 minutes to each person to just kind of talk about what they do and what that means, but then open it up to questions for at least a half hour, probably more.
I love that. We'll keep it fresh and exciting as people are trying to talk about what's going on, and then it's all about you and asking questions, and this is free time with some of the best in the business that they're offering to you. So we encourage you to be part of this free event that's happening Tuesday, January 21st. Mark it on your calendar. Do you need to RSVP? Can you just show up? How does that work?
You know, you can go to the iowabar.org website to register if you want to. It's not necessary. It's totally free. Like I said, check with your local library if you can't make it to Des Moines, because we know this is kind of hard for people to travel in January.
True.
But there's free parking on site. I really want everybody to know that there's free parking, and we just encourage everybody to come out, because this is us giving back as much as we can to kind of give back to the community.
The Iowa State Bar Association putting this on.
That's right.
That's
awesome.
pretty cool. And
How
this
many-
happens every month.
Yes.
How many people do you usually get at a class like this?
You know, it varies by the topic. I'm going to say 30 to 40
That's quite a
in
good
person.
turnout.
Yeah.
That's really great.
But this is mine, so I want to break that.
Yeah,
you
you
know, I
wanna
want to like 100 people.
Yes.
We got to get 100 people there. That's the whole
Setting
idea.
the bar
Right.
a little bit higher.
The
I
Iowa
like
State
that.
bar up a
yes,
little higher.
I like
Okay.
that. I like that. But it's really hot button topics. Like you're talking about things that people would want to know about.
Well, I think so, especially here in central Iowa. I mean, as much as we're growing, real estate is a huge, there's tons of transactions going on every day.
Yeah.
We don't really have a downtime in central Iowa when it comes to real estate transactions any longer, because so many people are moving here.
That's true. Okay, so let's talk about how you can get involved. Again, if you want more details, simply go to the website. You can RSVP if you want to, or just show up again to this absolutely free event that's coming up January 21st. iowabar.org will take you to more details. Also, you can give them a call at 515-243-3179. People's Law School at iowabar.org is an email you can go check out as well. Otherwise, visit your local public library and follow up on some other meetings that maybe you missed and you might want to know some answers. Great information this morning. Thank you for joining us.
625 East Court is where we're going, right?
That's right.
All
That's
right.
the address.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate
Thank you very much.
All right.